Day 55. Look what we found. Look at that. I should set up a place, though, before I go attack anything. Now, this over here. Oh, there's stuff up there. That is a factory. Dude, that might be the... It's either Shaka Messiah or the Shamway factory. Because the Shaka Messiah has that tower there and the presents are up there. But I think the Shamway, that looks like a Shaka Messiah. Let's head over there. Welcome to Day 55. We are officially in the southeast of the map. Down here. So, here's the center. We went northeast. And now we're southeast. Boop, 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 boop. Way down here. Actually, this is the edge of the map. There won't be anything beyond this area here. This is a very masculine, testosterone-filled talk. Is it? Is it? Because I want to make sure that people understand that you can be... Listen, this is important, you guys, especially today. With the... when I say political correctness, you know what I mean. I mean all the stuff that's going on out there. It's okay to be a man. It's not a bad... You don't need to be a wimp, okay? It's okay to be a man. And because if you know what a real man is someone who shows kindness to others, right? You're not a bully. You don't beat people up. You're not rude. You know what your power is. You know the power. And what makes you a man is the restraint that you show others. Yes, you could go around and beat people up. Yes, you could go into a bar and own it. But doing that is not impressive. It's actually stupid. Being that big dude or being that strong-minded man and showing restraint and being kind and helpful, and you're there when others need that strong man, and you're there when others need that ear, it's okay to be that. Being that man is not the opposite of what these ultra feminists are saying, that, you know, this toxic masculinity. Anything toxic is toxic. You don't say, I'm going to use one word to cancel out everything. If something is bad, then it's bad. Don't throw a blanket over everyone. That's not how you do this. You don't want us to throw a blanket over you, so don't do it to everyone. Don't be afraid to be a man, but don't be a jerk. Show restraint, show honesty, show integrity, be helpful and kind to others, and that's what a real man is. Let's get to killing zombies. Woo! That talk was inspired by Callie. Who are you? No! No, 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 no! No, I'm stuck! I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No, I'm stuck again. We're fine. Dude, that back tire, I need posse. I need traction lock or something. Huh. Yeah. I'm stuck again. Callie, you are... No, you're right. Callie, you reminded me, you know, is that you're right, but we never really talk about it. And then it's important to connect it, right? It's important to connect it to today. Is saying that, you know, what makes me a great guy is my, you know, my girlfriend, right? It's not just me that Meaty rules the world. I would be a mess without her. Our partnership together is what makes me great, right? But I don't need to tell someone on the news who says that all men are jerks and toxic masculine. I don't need to tell them about my personal life and my situation. I live in reality. I deal with logic and competence and reality. I don't deal with headlines or punchlines or stuff like that, right? Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know how better I can say it. That, you know, I've lived a long time and proved myself to be that person I said. I am kind, I am gentle, but I'm also not the dude that you want to mess with, right? And there's a time when that person needs to come out, right? When someone stumbles into the camp and starts peeing in the watering hole, that guy needs to come out to protect the rest of the people. I'm that guy, right? But you don't always have to be that guy. You have to know when to be that guy and when not to be that guy, and it's very important, you know? Yeah. All men are toxic jerks. Tiny ninja. I need to find a little place to call my home. I'm gonna go do that base over there. I got too much stuff on me. I could live in the silo over there. That would be bad news. What about one of these buildings just that are have the tower in them? I'm trying to think. Oh, they're kind of one of these places, maybe, huh? Yeah, why not? Well, I don't know how long we're gonna be here. We'll just set up a temporary place right here. You should do Big Brothers, Big Sisters. What is that? I don't know what that is. Here they come to save the... Leggett's in the house. What up, man? Mark Thomas, back for 13 months. I got my stitches out next week. Basically healed. Nice, dude. Baby getting stitches out. Nice, Mark. Thank you very much. 13 months. On your way to 22. That is why I try to tell people, because I got bullied for 8 years, then I switched schools, and a bully followed me to the new school. You have to restrain yourself every day not to punch him in the face. Plus, now I'm the most popular kids in class. I'm always nice. If things get rough, so will I. Yeah, that's just it, right? See, bullies are cowards, you know? As soon as you know that, you win. You defeat the bully. Bullies are cowards, right? It's the oldest thing in the book, man. They feel terrible about themselves, so they're trying to make other people feel scared like they are. It's dude, ask any clinical psychologist. They'll tell you the exact same thing. You know, it's not impressive to be a bully at all. What's impressive is someone who shows restraint and someone who helps others, you know? Yeah, for sure. Get on, son! This place or this place? They already broke this. I thought I saw a dude run right there. I don't even know if I want to use this place. It's kind of sketch. All right, let's do this. Let's go. I want to go see what factory this place is. This factory looks... I've been driving a lot. It's time to go into a factory, but... Oh, that's right. We can use MP5. Use MP5 because we've got a lot of 9mm rounds. A lot, like 1,400, I think. What was this? It almost looks like a Shamway here with the colors, those yellow colors up there. Yes, no, maybe so. Is it okay if I share personal experience on the masculinity topic? Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Kenster. Yeah, man. It is a shotgun Messiah. What'd they do to the street out here in front? Is there any cool little buildings right around here? That's a junkyard, which is too big. That's a military base. That's the lumber yard, actually. Full of douchers. Oh, nobody saw me hit that tree stump, right? What about this place? No one will bother me out here, right? Living in the suburbs? Look, just outside of town. It's the suburbs. Were you ever a Boy Scout? Because you would have made a great one. I am an Eagle Scout, and you sound like you could easily join our ranks. I wasn't. I really would have liked it, because I was doing all that kind of stuff, like the outdoors, the camping. I always did it by myself. We were really poor. We moved around a lot. Never really got to, like, be in one place for long enough to do anything. I wasn't allowed to be involved with activities or anything like that until I got, you know, basically like 5th or 6th grade. So, oh no, this is a house with a with this thing in it. That means everything's gonna be chock-a-block full. How many building blocks? I'm gonna build my own place. I'm gonna build my own place right here. Yeah, I know it's crazy, right? Yeah, I would have loved to have been a Boy Scout, man. It's super fun. Like, super fun. That's the stuff I love to do, right? It teaches you not only, you know, archery and camping. It teaches you life lessons, man. And that's, like, some people can laugh at that stuff. It's like, whatever, man. You know what? I've lived a long time, and I'm a pretty happy person because of the stuff that I've done. And it's basic stuff, man. It's not about going to Beverly Hills and going shopping. You know what I mean? It's about the simple things in life. And if you like that stuff, then that's awesome. Look at these guys. 3 bald dudes in the house. Oh, junk shot. Junk shot. Oh, oh. Where'd you come from, man? Do I have any wood on me? I have 4 wood. I need to chop a tree down. Chopping tree. The 3 they were triplets. The 3 Stooges. Don't rack it. Make your house under a boulder. My luck, the boulder would fall on my head. You know? All right. I need a door. Craft. I need secure. Oops. Not a sewing machine. Secure wood chest ×3. That should be good. M3B, even now you could get into the Boy Scouts. You would do an amazing job. My husband and I did it for a while. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing the smiles on those boys' faces. You know, you're right. Like, I bet you they have a lot of that stuff around here. You know, there's one thing I really wanted to do here, you guys, like, and I've been thinking about it for 2 years. I think I mentioned it before. They have a thing here that's tied in with the sheriff's department, and it's like Jeep owners, but it's a legit search and rescue team, right? So you get the radio, you get the training, and like I would be maybe specialized in the area, these mountains here by me locally, because they're legit. That's where I go. And I have a vehicle capable of getting back into places better than the sheriff's department. And yeah, they call it the Jeep Posse or something like that. But it's a search and rescue team under the guise of the sheriff's department here. And I wanted to do that. It's a non-paid. It's not about the money. It's about how cool would that be, right? Not only being a part of something like that, but legitimately like helping people if they got in a bind. That would be pretty cool too. That would be pretty cool too. I gotta clear out this place from the house. I gotta clear it out from the house. Ooh. Lady loves meaty. Meaty loves the lady. There is a zombie of unknown origin somewhere around here. Hold on. Hold the phone. I knew it. That's called a headshot. Oh my god, I heard of that. That's awesome. Yeah, Tez, it's really cool. And I mean, I'm equipped for it. Like okay, let me ask you a question. You guys know me. You guys know my skills. You know my vehicle. If you were 20 miles from me, you would call me to come help you, right? You're like, dude, I know your vehicle can get here. I know you got a winch. I know you've got medical skills. I know you've got cool weapons. So when you get here, we can go shooting and then rescue. You know, you'd call me, right? All right, hold on. I got something to read here. I wanted to read Kenster's little anecdote here. Travis was a Cub Master for your son and now doing the Girl Scouts thing for your daughter. Oh, that is so cool, Travis. That is so cool. All right, Kenster. Growing up, I was always pretty normal guy, but bigger than everyone else. Most of the first impressions being scared, but I was always a gentle, caring kind of giant, right? At home, I'd always be bullied by my dad. He'd tell me to man up, having a hairstyle is gay, don't show emotion, etc. It was terrible, but I knew early on it was wrong. Now all I do is the best me possible. Most people say I have a comforting, fatherly vibe to me. Dude, that's awesome, man. I can relate to your story, right? I can relate to that. Um, and it's a unique situation, right? Because people see someone's physical size and they're immediately going to put kind of a label on it, right? You know, and then other people, like your dad, is going to put a different label on it and try and drive you in a weird direction. And it's a lot about having a good head on your shoulders and a little bit of luck, because let's say some people that went down the wrong road just had some bad luck. It wasn't all bad decisions, but you had good decisions, some good luck, and a good head on your shoulders to be that kind of, to turn out that way. I had rough time, that transition, mid late teens, where I was mad at the world. I hated the world, and I wanted to kick the world's butt. And if you got in my way, but I was never a bully. I was friends with everybody, and I had an internal struggle that I fought every day to fight those feelings, and I was able to correct myself quickly before I did anything stupid, like beat somebody up. I never did that. And it worked out good. So I hear you, Kenster, and it makes me feel good that stories like that, that people are able to overcome some crazy situations. Yeah. So Furious Fiend was in the Boy Scouts. You had this huge to go to the end of every year, but one year the leader didn't send out the permission forms and basically stole the money we raised for the trip with his son. And oh, really? Yeah, see, that sucks when things like that happen, But, this world, things are going to happen like that, right? Things are going to happen like that. Honesty is not common with everyone. So you got to take the good with the bad sometimes. Meaty's Rescue Services, towing, rescuing, shooting, medical, life advice, last, philosophy, and steak. I added in the steak. That's my little part to that. Would you, the speedster known as Motion, you would have to deal with the whole political, with the Mormon Scouts wanting to make their own council, Girl Scouts trying to change everything for the Boy Scouts. Really? Even that political correctness is going into that? I hope there's still... it's like one of the last bastions of normalcy. Like, is it me, or is there's nothing wrong with normalcy, right? Like, things being normal? I don't know. Wooden desk, office chair, drop loot. All right, I'm going to put down some stuff in here, you guys. I don't really need to empty the Jeep yet. You know what I mean? I'm just going to put some stuff down in here. Like, I don't know if I'm going to build the workbench or any of that stuff in here yet. All right. I don't need this, or these right now. I'm going to carry all these 9mm because I'm going to run this SMG. I can keep all this stuff here like this. Let's repair this SMG. We're going to run this SMG as a primary instead of the AK. We'll have the AK ready in case we get in major trouble. You only like being in the Meathead Nation. That's a good place. We try to do a lot of those things here just over through video, through live stream, and through vlogs, right? Right? Yeah. Evil Bobby, my daughter, she is 7, almost 8, joined an all-girl den of Boy Scouts under a heading called Scouts of America. Our local Girl Scouts are pretty lackluster, and she absolutely loves what their scout den does. She wanted to do what I did as an Eagle Scout with camping and fishing, Pinewood Derby, etc. I'm incredibly proud of her. See, that sounds really cool, right? Like, not have ever been a part of it. I get the idea of Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. I get that, right? Because maybe they want to do different things. But you know what? Maybe they don't. So the Scouts of America and being able to do some of this stuff together, I think it makes less of a shock when you go into school and you start, you know, maybe you just have brothers or maybe you just have sisters, and then when you get to a certain age and you start having other feelings toward, you know what I mean? It's not such a shock. You're not so socially awkward, a boy and a girl or a girl and a boy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying a relationship. I mean friendships, social awkwardness, because social awkwardness can lead to bad things. It can lead to loneliness and depression. It could lead to like very aggressive behavior as well, right? If you're socially like normal, where you've socialized with boys and girls and adults and everything, then you won't be a shock when you get to a certain grade and all of a sudden you're thrust into this area and you're like, what do I do, you know? Should just buy some land to carrot the sovereign meathead nation. Ha! Dude, that's what we should do. No, we can't call it that, because those sovereign citizens are the ones that go around like thinking they don't have to follow any of the laws of the land. You ever seen that? Sovereign citizens? They feel they don't have to pay taxes. They don't have to have a driver's license, registration, insurance, license plates. They don't have to pull over for the police. Yeah, sovereign citizens. It's like, okay. All right, you're having your fun. Obviously, you have nothing to lose in life, so you're going to play the little sovereign citizen game. If you've got a family, if you got people that count on you, maybe you own a car or a house or something, then you don't play games like that. But classic, we got a new bed. All right. What do we got? 2328. It's going to take us at least 2 days. We might as well go over there and start fighting our way, right? Now, we've got 1,464 9mm. We've got our 250 stack, and we've got 309 on the AK. I think we could do it. You've seen those compilations of the people. Yeah, great. They have some on YouTube. They also have them like once in a while you'll see them like on Live PD or Cops or one of those shows. And it's pretty funny, but what's ridiculous is they have these groups that are trying to create anarchy in society, and they print these forms up and they read the forms and they convince these people that this is lawful. Like they really think it's legal. It's not, by the way. Let me just say something to everyone. Very simple. Remember these words. Ready? Remember these words. Absolute freedom, and those of you guys that aren't from the United States, this is important too. Absolute freedom is actually anarchy. Okay, if you don't know what anarchy is, look it up. It's where marauders and people shooting each other and blowing up buildings and really bad kind of biblical Armageddon end of the world type stuff. Absolute freedom is anarchy. We are a nation of laws. Laws. Whether you like the law or don't like the law, if you want to live in a nation of laws, you have to follow the laws, okay? So remember, when people say, freedom, I want absolute freedom, I don't want people to be able to pull me over and tell me that I can't do this, that, or the other thing. No, that's anarchy. That's freedom. We're a nation of laws. We got to follow laws, period. It's so simple. That solves so many issues. So many issues of people who are trying to be politically correct today, saying that they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. You don't have the right to say this, you don't have the right to say that. I can do whatever I want because I'm free. BS. Follow the law, dude. If you don't like the law, figure out a way to get enough signatures, tell your senators to try and change a law that you don't like. Otherwise, deal with it. Because if there's one thing that you don't like out of a million things, then who cares? You have the right to go somewhere else that's in absolute anarchy and see how you like it there. There's a difference between fighting to change an unjust law and disrespecting and hating law. Yeah, exactly. I don't label anyone by their profession, their sexual whatever. You're either a good person, a smart person, a dumb person, or a real jerk criminal, right? It doesn't matter what skin color you are, what you do for a job, what you don't do for a job, who you decide to love, who you decide not to love. It's very simple. That's the way the meaty thinks. All of that doesn't matter. What matters is, are you a good person? Are you a bad person? Are you law-abiding? Are you a douchebag criminal? That's simple. It's so simple. Like, it's really that simple. No racism, no hate, no phobia, none of that stuff. So most people are good, right? And the criminals, most of those people don't like the criminals. You see, I just solved all the world's problems right here. Jam! Better have the Max Blammo going in there. Dude, Fat Bear, it's a Shaka Messiah. They're going to have bullets for me, right? You're a smart, dumb person. Tiny ninja, see? I am too. I'm the smartest, dumb person I know. So that's it. Sexual orientation. Sorry. Forgot about doucher. Media should run for president. M3B said you become a mentor for the kiddos. You could change some kids' lives and they would be forever grateful. It'd be awesome. I know. I'd love to do that. Because I don't think that, like, you just heard my view right there, right? I think that's, hold on, make sure I'm not getting attacked. Don't you think it's just logical? Like, I love logic. I like common sense and logic. People always say, well, what's the solution? What's the solution? You know, that's the solution right there. Tear away all that ideology. Tear away all those little buzzwords. Tear it away. Ideology, all that. What do you mean by that? Sexual orientation, racism. Are you a cop? What job you do? Yes, there's going to be people that can't do this. But what I'm saying is, you want to know what the answer is? Look at people for what they are, what they do. Do they take that independent responsibility for themselves to be a good person? Then nothing else matters. Skin color, sexual orientation, what country they're from. None of that matters. I'm looking at you. Are you taking personal responsibility for yourself to be a good person? Are you striving on a daily basis to better yourself and your life, better your life and your family, better for your surrounding neighborhood, your friends? You see what I mean? It's like throwing a little pebble into the water, right? It starts to go out. Well, there's one good person. There's another. Before you know it, there's all these ripples affecting everyone in a good way. Yep, meeting for president 2022. Is that even like one of the years to do it?